Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are doing a tier list video. I don't know the last time I did a tier list video, but I decided it's time we sit down and we do the tier list of the Transformers Reactivate characters. These characters have been, leaked for quite a bit of time now, as we are in May 16th, and by the time I'm recording this, we just got an official sort of announcement thingy for Transformers Reactivate. Hasbro mentioned them in their poll stream.
Especially as we have Reactivate coming in the future, you can to see some characters from that appear at some point. So we wanted to get the Gamerverse and Gamer Edition going.
Yeah!
So sticking with War for Cybertron, we're going to...
So hopefully in the future soon, we can finally get our, looks on the Transformers Reactivate official 2-packs that were announced back in March, or not announced, but leaked on TFW. But I thought, after seeing that news, we would do a tier list of all the characters that we know that are in the game. I'll have the tier list linked down below in the description. I'm sure somebody can make a better one. I just made this real quick. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So I have this sorted from hot, great, good, meh, why. Hot as in this is the best interpretation of the character, or one of the best interpretations of the character in terms of design wise. And great as in, it's great, good, good, meh, why. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think there's any real why character designs in here. You can make the argument for one, but not for me. And we're gonna be starting off with Starscream. Starscream's design looks really good, very unique, but definitely taking cues from, previous Starscream designs, and supposedly rumored to be Steve Bloom voicing Starscream. I'm going to give this Starscream design good. I think it's a very good design for him. Not the best, but very good at that, and he might get moved up here in a little bit. Soundwave. I like Soundwave's design. He turns into an SUV, and he also has the Fall of Cybertron look to him, which is awesome. I am going to go ahead and give Soundwave also a high tier good. I think Soundwave's design is very good. I think if you made a couple of tweaks, maybe make him have bigger legs or whatever, this would be a pretty great design for him. But it's definitely taking cues from Fall of Cybertron, which I can appreciate. Next up, we have Hot Rod, Rodimus, whoever. This is going to be the first hot character. This design's fantastic. He's taking, honestly no cues from any Rodimus. Can kind of make the claim for Rodimus from the IDW comics, but I don't really see that. This is a brand new, unique take on the character, and I love it. He has the red coloring that sort of Rodimus Prime had, instead of, pink for Hot Rod in the, 86 movie and all that, which I really appreciate. He has that more aged out face, so I don't necessarily think this character is going to be Hot Rod, but more of Rodimus, maybe, post Rodimus Prime. I have no idea, but this design looks cool. The car mode looks fantastic as well. My only gripe with this design is we can't really see if he has a spoiler wing on his back or not, but even then, if he didn't, this is a very, very, very great design for the character. And definitely I think some people might disagree with, but I think this is very good for Rodimus. Next up, we have Slipstream. I'm not too well versed with Slipstream. I think her design's... I wouldn't say it's meh, but I wouldn't say it's good either. I'd probably put this in low good tier. I think in other, variations of the character, she looks a little bit better, but here she doesn't look terrible or, meh. But yeah, definitely a good design for Slipstream. Not great or, very good, but not terrible either. I wish I knew more about Slipstream and I could, talk about her more, but honestly and truthfully, I don't really know much about her except for, her voice lines in War for Cybertron, which, oh my god.
All you'll see is my exhaust. Come on, let's go. Nice and straightforward.
Julian.
Next up, we have Megatron. I really like this Megatron design. This Megatron design is great. Megatron designs, as far as they go, are kind of the same. The gray or black coloring. He turns into a tank, but something about this just does it right for me. This kind of looks like how I pictured Megatron to look in the Bumblebee movie, with the new designs and stuff. So this really looks good, and hopefully they get Frank Welker to voice him in Transformers Reactivate. I mean, I can't really say much else. Taking cues from, you know, Heavy Generation 1, which I enjoy. Next up, we have Bumblebee. Some people are probably gonna say Bumblebee belongs in Meh or Y. No. This is a great design for Bumblebee. I know some people don't like how lanky or stocky he is, but when it comes to Bumblebee designs, he's very, you know, in between. You have like the Generation 1 Bumblebee where he's kind of like, I wouldn't say out of shape, but like he's definitely smaller and a little bit bigger. And then you have like the live action Bumblebee designs where he's, you know, taller, and, you know, bro's been chugging protein shakes, you know, the one-man wrecking crew. But something about him turning into like a buggy is really awesome to me. And I like how stocky he is. I can almost guarantee you he's not going to look this stocky when the game comes out, but he should. I really like how lanky, you know, stocky he is. I also dig the green eyes and that head design. Oh my, that is a good Bumblebee head design. Great design for him. You know, just very good. Next up we have Optimus Prime. This is no surprise. This is going to go into the hot tier. As this is honestly, like, it might as well be in my top 5 favorite Optimus Prime designs, if not like top 10. This Optimus Prime design, when I look at it, it's like they got 3 characters and merged them into one. On one side you have Generation 1 Optimus, then Bumblebee movie Optimus, which I kind of think are the same, because to me Bumblebee movie Optimus looks like G1 just popped out of the screen like to real life. But you know, G1, Bumblebee movie, and then ROTB Prime mixed into one to make this beautiful creation. Because with his alt mode, his truck mode, he's taking cues from ROTB, having that like bull bar, but like instead of the, you know, the bull bar he has in ROTB, he has kind of like this post-apocalyptic bar on his front bumper, which looks amazing. You can also say like the top side of the truck is also taking cues from the IDW Prime, which is very cool. But that robot design is very good. I know people don't like how long his ab grill is, but I like that because a lot of Prime designs kind of make it shorter and smaller, not really showing that that was part of the truck in the, you know, alt mode. But I really dig it. I like how long it is. The white stripes on his shoulders are also great. Very good Prime design. I can't wait to get that 2-pack with him and Soundwave. Yeah, man, this is a really good Prime design, like one of the best. Next we have Shockwave. He turns into like a tank, and he's very bulky. I don't necessarily think it's the best design. I think he's gonna be the first med design. I think when it comes to like Shockwave, I tend to kind of like smaller, slimmer one, like in Fall of Cybertron. I know there's a lot of designs of Shockwave out there where he's like more bulky, like TF Prime, you know, Reactivate, and Dark of the Moon. You know, they're more bulky, more you know, on that side. But I don't know, I kind of like a more slimmer down Shockwave, if I'm going to be honest. Not by any means do I think this design is bad, or, you know, why would they design this? But for Shockwave, it's not for me. But yeah, if I was a Shockwave fan, maybe I'd have a little bit more to talk about it, but I honestly don't really know. For Ratchet, it's weird about Ratchet, man, because I don't hate this design either. But I don't think it's like the best Ratchet design either. It's weird. I don't know if I'd put him in med tier or good tier. I would probably put him in, I don't know, probably mid tier. I'm not too crazy about the design. It just kind of looks like a good mix of, I would guess, I don't know, like Siege Ratchet and TF Prime Ratchet, which, you know, aren't bad designs. But I don't know, there's something about it. Maybe it's like the chest I don't vibe with, but yeah, I don't know about Ratchet. It's weird because Ironhide I have him ranked higher, but it's just because, like, I don't know, like, I think Ironhide wears that kind of like structure better than Ratchet. It's weird, but yeah, Ratchet's med tier, but he's not the worst. Like I said, there's no designs on here that are like why. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know with Ratchet and Shockwave. I might be wrong. People might feel different. But I don't know. Next up we got Windblade. Windblade, she looks also kind of I think I lied. I think she might go in mid tier as well. I'd probably put her right in the middle of mid tier. I don't know, just something about the face and the body. Her jet mode's awesome though. Her jet mode is freaking awesome. I like the jet mode. I like the swords and stuff. Very, very cool design in her jet mode. But robot mode, I don't know. It's like really weird. I know like as far as like other Windblade designs, this is pretty accurate. But then again, I'm not very crazy on Windblade as her design. Kind of like with Slipstream. But I can appreciate Slipstream designs and, you know, other stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. It's something weird. For anyone who knows about Windblade, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is like a good, you know, Windblade design. I don't know. I think it's just meh. Next, we have IRONHIDE. Like I said, IRONHIDE looks better structure-wise with that body. I know Ratchet and IRONHIDE kind of look the same. You know, they've always kind of looked the same. But for some reason, IRONHIDE just looks better. Like the red, whole chest and stuff, it just looks better. And that head design is very awesome. Taking cues from Transformers Animated IRONHIDE, which I freaking love. IRONHIDE's alt mode's also very cool too. He's got that weapon on top of the alt mode. It just looks really good. Hopefully the voice actor they get is really good and matches, you know, the whole, you know, vibe of this character, because I just kind of think of, when I look at IRONHIDE and TFR, I think of like the War for Cybertron games IRONHIDE like voice. So it'd be really interesting to see who voices IRONHIDE. Finally, we have Sunstreaker. If you guys know me on the channel, this should be no shocker to where I'm going to put him. I'm not going to put him in hot tier because that would just make me biased, but I love this design. However, I can acknowledge that the lower body is very suspect. So I would probably put him in low great or high good. For the sake of it, I'm just going to put him in I'll probably put him in low grade tier. Let my bias show a little bit, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna put it in hot. Sunstreaker looks dope. He has this like very aged look to him. He like his face reminds me of Cup. So he looks very aged. Maybe like he looks kind of like a war veteran. Maybe he's seen some stuff. Maybe you know, maybe something about his you know, sideswipe not being there or something. I don't know. But his lower body, like I said, very slimmed down. Maybe you know, he's got to hit leg day. His alt mode looks fantastic. That post-apocalyptic Lambo vibe, I love it. The dual Gatling guns he has on his shoulders, very good design for Sunstreaker. You know, me personally, I think this is probably the best Sunstreaker design. However, I can acknowledge that the lower body is pretty suspect, and he's got a pretty big chest. But I still think it's a great design overall. If they fix the lower body, I would put this in hot tier. No doubt in my mind. If I were to make any final adjustments for this tier list, I'd probably put Bumblebee at the highest great tier. There's just something about this Bumblebee design I like. Megatron, you can make the argument for being hot, but I'm going to leave him in great for now. Soundwave, Starscream, and Slipstream I think are fine being good. In med tier, I know some people aren't going to like Ratchet being in med tier. Same with Shockwave. You know, the more I'm kind of looking at it, I might move Ratchet up to like good. Yeah, good tier's fine. Because I prefer this more than Windblade and Shockwave's design. But yeah, I wouldn't make any other changes. Again, just a hot tier. You literally have one of the best, you know, versions of Hot Rod. Like my three favorite designs for Rodimus is, you know, Generation 1 Rodimus, and then it's a tie between Generation 1 Rodimus and then Transformers Energon Rodimus, and then now we got TFR Hot Rod. And again, like I probably throughout this video I called him Rodimus. It's because he doesn't look like Hot Rod. He looks more like Rodimus. You know, like he looks more mature than like what Hot Rod would look like. So that's why I kind of been calling him Rodimus. I think I called him Rodimus throughout this video, but yeah, and then that alt mode's really cool. If he had the wing spoiler back thing, this would probably be hands down the best Rodimus design. But it's number 3 for me, and I still think it looks pretty phenomenal for Hot Rod. And then Optimus, you know, this design just looks good. I don't know how anyone can disagree with that. I think it's a very good design for Optimus. But yeah, that's been the Transformers Reactivate characters tier list. I would love to know your guys' thoughts, and I would love to know who you would put where for these character designs. Like I said, I can probably see people making, you know, things for Ratchet or Soundwave, you know, going up more, maybe even Starscream too. But I think overall, people might, you know, mostly agree with this list. I could also see people saying like Bumblebee is not that great, but I like this take on Bumblebee. But yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you guys like Transformers content, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.